Good morning, Arizona. Good morning, Arizona.
Hey, welcome welcome back. The book is called Arizona Laws 101. It's been put together by Donald Luce, who's an attorney here in Phoenix and down in Tucson. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome. By the way, you got all dressed up for me, and now I feel underdressed, but
Sorry?
it's not about the outfits, it's about the book, my friend. So I'm ready. Why do we need this book?
This book addresses frequently asked questions about Arizona laws. What I did in putting it together was I took the laws that are most relevant to people's lives, put them in a single book. It's a reference guide. It'll take you through the statutes, the cases, and it'll give you information about websites, administrative agencies, and other resources.
And I've been looking through this. You don't get bogged down on stuff. What it kind of does is give you an idea of where you're coming from, what you need to know, etc., and then you can kind of pursue a solution. But are laws that much different in Arizona than the rest of the country?
Absolutely. For instance, Arizona is only one of 9 states that has community property. People move to Arizona every day, and they may be coming from a state that doesn't have community property laws. So that's something that they might want to know about, and that is covered in the book.
Okay, you know, every day on 3 on Your Side, or a couple times a week, there always seems to be a problem with a contractor or ordering something that's not being delivered. What can we learn from this book about how to deal with not necessarily contractual problems, but if you've ordered doors, you're building a house that's not turning out right, you've ordered carpet that's not showing up?
Well, the book, for instance, has a chapter on contractors, and it'll take you through the requirements that the contractors have to follow in installing or delivering your doors. It has a chapter on lawsuits. It'll take you through the procedure to file a lawsuit, and it has a chapter on the recovery fund. If you're dealing with a residential contractor, for example, there is a recovery fund in Arizona that will allow you to recover up to $30,000 for the injuries sustained by a licensed contractor.
Is this something you can do yourself?
It's not something that you can necessarily do yourself, but it's something that will clue you in as to whether you need to see a lawyer about. Because some things you can do yourself.
I want to take a look at your website, because one of the things you reference in the book is a reference to your attorney, Luce and Brown and Associates website, where you have a number of the legal forms. Is this a step people can take to, even if they do need a lawyer, to do some of the preliminary work, so it may save them a little money in the end?
That's exactly right, Dan. In Arizona, in some cases, people can involve lawyers on an a la carte basis. What that means is they can file the case themselves, and in family court especially, they can have a lawyer appear at the hearing, but then they can proceed through the rest of the case themselves if they desire to do that. The website will give them access to the forms that they need to take it that step where they're representing themselves, and then they can get a lawyer involved if they need one.
Well, shoot, you did good work on this. Thank you.
Thank you
for coming in. And Don was just telling me this is the only single source book that's out there right now on Arizona laws. And I'll tell you, Marty, it's got everything in it. Grandparents' rights, the contractual things, community property, the prenuptials, the list goes on and on. It's just a good reference.
Good book to have handy.
Exactly.
All right, Dan, thanks a lot for that.